The adventure began in the mountain village of Oakheart, nestled within the enchanted Evergreen Forest just south of Icewind Dale. Beneath the decorated fir tree, Lord Gregorus, known lovingly as Papa Noel, read aloud a chilling ransom letter demanding 10,000 gold pieces for the return of Oakhart's stolen Winterfest gifts. Gregorus refused outright, revealing a deeper fear. Firwin, the ancient green dragon sworn to protect the forest, had failed to appear for the first time in living memory. He tasked the party with recovering the gifts and discovering Firwin's fate, offering 10 gold per present recovered and promising the staff of the Python should they convince Firwin to return and bless the village once more. Choosing speed over safety, the party followed the frozen river north. Along the way, they discovered boot prints, dragged sled marks, and scraps of torn gift wrapping frozen beneath the ice. Winter itself seemed determined to stop them. Ice cracked and split beneath their feet, forcing desperate leaps to shore and thicker ice. A massive sheet broke free and began drifting downriver, yet through quick reflexes and luck, all escaped. A blinding snow squall followed, disorienting the group. Keltak succumbed to hypothermia and wandered off, costing precious time as the party searched for him. That delay proved costly. 6 Winterfest presents were burned by the bandits while the heroes fought the storm. Moments later, a javelin came screaming down from above, slamming into Brutax, and the cliffs revealed their watcher. Freya, spotting movement in the trees, answered with a lightning bolt that struck the scout squarely in the backside. The scout responded by blowing a horn in panic, alerting the camp ahead. At the bandit camp, battle erupted. 5 barbarian bandits waited near a roaring fire and sacks of stolen gifts. Keltak, transformed into a screech owl, unleashed a piercing cry that did little to slow the raging warriors. Javelins flew, Freya and Minerva were struck, while Oak dashed from tent to tent, narrowly avoiding axes as he hauled sacks of presents to safety. Ian hurled javelins with grim determination, enraging one barbarian into a full frenzy. Broderick turned the tide with clever magic, webbing multiple bandits in place, yanking one helplessly toward Brutax with Thornwhip, and even conjuring an illusory wolf that caused a confused bandit to swing wildly at thin air. Minerva struck with precision, her blowgun and shortbow finding gaps in armor, while Freya's firebolt scorched flesh. Keltak's lightning bolt reduced one barbarian to ash and left another reeling, and his wall of fire later claimed yet another. Amid the chaos, a strange jackalope, a horned rabbit from the Feywild, appeared beside Minerva, dancing through the snow, utterly unbothered by battle. For reasons unknown, it bonded with her and followed her loyally as steel and magic clashed. Then the sky darkened. A massive winged shape descended into the camp, Osimar, though he did not name his kind. He announced himself arrogantly, only to be promptly humiliated in one of the most memorable moments of the night. Broderick trapped the creature in a floating cube of water, suspending him helplessly in mid-air like an angry drowned cat. Osimar tumbled from the sky in a fury, sputtering and soaked as javelins and spells rained down. Seeing the battle turn, Osimar lashed out, not at the party, but at his own lieutenant Sorrel, berating her publicly for sending a ransom threat to Oakheart. That had never been part of the deal. The gifts were meant as tribute and decoration for his lair, not leverage. Before retreating, he revealed grim truths. Firwin had been captured, the Evergreen Forest stood unprotected, and to the northwest, a white dragon named Frost was gathering snow goblins into a growing cult. Bargaining for his life, Osimar fled with Sorrel and the remaining bandits. Thanks to Oak's daring, 100 presents were saved, and the rest were gathered and secured in the bag of holding given by Gregorus. Following the map to Firwin's lair, the party found signs of immense struggle, massive claw marks gouging stone, shattered branches high above, and bark frozen with a faint green shimmer. Inside the cave, the cavern itself seemed to breathe, pulsing with soft, living light. Freya reached out, only for her hand to pass through the glow as though it were memory rather than matter. Deeper within, a radiant presence overwhelmed them all. What they felt defied language. Pure goodness. Love without condition. The kind of warmth one imagines only at the edge of death when stepping into divine light. At the heart of the chamber lay Firwin, bound in spectral ropes, her once regal form weakened and resigned. Each step closer caused her pain. When she spoke, "You should not be here, but I am glad you are." Her voice carried gentle authority and sorrow. Firwin revealed the truth. The bindings were born of greed, magic fed not by hatred, but by what had been taken and withheld. Only generosity could break them. Without hesitation, the party placed the recovered Winterfest gifts around her. As the final present touched the cavern floor, the ropes evaporated, and a brilliant flash of emerald light exploded outward, racing through the forest canopy. Oak, standing guard at the cave entrance, was left speechless by the sight. Firwin rose, wings unfurling, gazing into each hero's eyes. She saw their goodness, and the scars left by a world balanced between light and darkness. Then she spoke with resolve. "We must act now," she cried, calling them to her back. Firwin vowed to confront Frost and the Snow Goblin cult, to protect the Evergreen Forest and all who call it home. The party climbed onto her back, the cavern glowing behind them as they began to climb over the treetops.